Mom's gonna take a picture real quick. All right. There's a pole. All right. So we haven't done I faded love. I know, so you don't have to switch. We'll just kick it off. Yeah, yeah. All right, let's kick off faded love. He's gonna do some tests. We're just testing out. All right. Oh, are you tuned up too? Okay. You want me to tune back? Yes. Let's tune back. It's pretty close. All right. All right. One. So y'all scoot up to the microphone. Keep going. Keep scooting up. Keep scooting up. A little bit more. Need him to scoot up more. All right. So let's start that again. Let's do this. Lily, just chop real loud at the beginning. Let's see. Yeah, just kick it off. Or if you, well, let's see. You chomp it. You chomp because you've got the melody. You started out right there. And then y'all can come in on the A. Does that work? Let's do that. All right, let's start that. Do that. Good, good. All right, let's kick off by Fly Away. All right. So let's see. And Lily, I guess you'll have to get as close to that mic as you can. So. All right. So I'll just kick this off. One, two, three. we'll do Wildwood and Handsome Molly and all that good stuff. All right. We can get retuned if we want to. We're just already up here. They're retuning.
I'll give you all the intro if y'all are about ready.
They're just retuning a bit.
Okay. All right. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 53rd Annual Home Craft Days here at Mountain Empire Community College. Hope everybody's staying warm. There's some coffee and cider and things down in the food court at the end of the road here if you need a little help staying warm here in the shade this morning. But it's going to be a beautiful day. We're so glad that y'all are out with us celebrating one of our favorite weekends of the year here at Home Craft Days at Mountain Empire Community College. A couple of housekeeping notes here this year. There's a lot of construction on campus, as you've probably noticed, and unfortunately we don't have access to the building back here for restrooms, so there are some porta potties located up here on the hill and lots of signs pointing you in that direction. If this is your first time at Home Craft Days, there's vendors on both levels here and music on both levels, and the food court's located at the end of the line here just across the road, so just be careful crossing traffic there and get you something good to eat. We're so excited to be kicking off the music here. We've got 2 great days of music coming up. This festival is all about passing on traditions and heritage and the culture from here in Southwest Virginia, and that's certainly what Corey has been doing over here with her school. She's got a whole slew of talented folks up here with her, many of them winners from some of the local festivals, local fiddlers conventions, and local music competitions here in Southwest Virginia. So I know y'all are in for a treat, so please make them welcome the Mountain Melody School.
Morning. We're happy to be here. I've got some of my great students here playing with me this morning. We're going to play you lots of good fiddle tunes, and if anybody feels like dancing, they can dance too. So we're going to start off with a little song called Tipping Back the Corn. Got another tune for you here. This one's called Donny. These 2 tunes, you have to actually retune the fiddle into a different key, and it makes it have this really cool sound. So this is another one in that same key called Donny. tuned up here for you. Like Todd said, we're from Kingsport, Tennessee, as Mountain Melody School of Music. We've got a lot of good students up here. We'll start over here on the side. We've got Ashley Foster. She's from Kingsport, Tennessee. And another guitar over there. We got Lily Gould from Kingsport, Tennessee. And we got another Lily Miller from Gate City, Virginia. Savannah Williams from Gate City, Virginia. Morgan Cleveland from Kingsport, Tennessee. Brock Greer from Kingsport. And I'm Corey James. I'm from Kingsport too, and we've got a couple more tunes to get you going here. Is it going or is it me? This weather's hard on these instruments. Oh no. Thank you. Give me a D, somebody. I didn't even see that there. All right, we're going to do a little song called Cluck Old Hen for you. Kick it off. next song's going to be a good one called Old Joe Clark. One more time. All right. This next tune is a great little tune, and we're going to feature Lily Miller on the vocals over here. One, two, three. going to do another slow tune here for you. We're going to do a little bit of Faded Love. Thank you. Well, a lot of these students up here have been taken from me for a really long time. Music school's in Kingsport, Tennessee, Mountain Melody School, and we teach the fiddle, the guitar, and the mandolin, and we also have a piano teacher. But something really great that's here on campus, every summer at the last full week of July, we have Mountain Music School. Now, Mountain Music School is for any age person that wants to take, adults and kids. And if you don't even have an instrument, you can get a loaner instrument. So say you decide you want to take up the fiddle and you've never played before. Well, by the end of the week, you'll be playing songs. And there's fiddle and guitar and the dulcimer and auto harp, bass, banjo, mandolin. Can't think of them all, but just about any string instrument that you'd like to learn there in the old time music you can learn. And it's last full week of July, and it's a great camp. We enjoy it a lot. Well, we've got another fast one for you here. This one's Soldier's Joy. we'll have time for two more for you guys. Let's do a little bit I Fly Away, and then we'll do the pig ankle rag. We'll kick it off here on the fiddle first. 1, 2, 3. Just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away to a land where joy shall never end. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. All right, we got one more for you here. This is called the Pig Ankle Rag. We really appreciate y'all sitting around and listening to us, and hope y'all go and buy a lot of crafts, get a lot of good food today. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. One more time. Thank you so much. We appreciate y'all. Thank you.
All right, let's give Corey and the Mountain Melody Band one more hand. That was a terrific way to get started and warm things up here. I'm very fortunate to get to teach at Mountain Music School with Corey, and it's always a treat. All right, well, of course, this is the place to be this weekend for the next couple of days while we celebrate Appalachian music, culture, crafts, food. I used to tell Sue Ella Boatwright Wells that my 4 favorite things about home craft days was the food, the music, the crafts, and the food. That's what I used to tell her. So I'm glad they've kept up that tradition. But we've got a great lineup down here at the Legacy stage, and of course the Legend stage will be going all day as well. So I'm just going to, as soon as they do the sound check here, I'll turn it over to them. But I want to remind everybody that this is the 53rd year that Mountain Empire Community College has hosted this festival, and it is such a tradition for so many people. I was just telling Todd that there's several friends that I only see once a year, and that's at this festival. I've been coming for a number of years, the first year that I was here, the group I was with, we pressed apple cider. And we cut apples and pressed it and sold it by the glass and by the quart and even by the gallon. So my memories of that first experience was just spending the weekend in a swarm of Yellow Jackets. That's and they love. I know that Yellow Jackets love apple cider. I learned that the first year. But folks be coming from all over the area to celebrate. So make sure that you make your way down through the crafters here. Also, of course, the food courts down there. And check out the music that will be going on all day today and all day tomorrow. We've had a whole lot of fun last night. It kicked off with a wonderful festival at the Goodloe Center here at MECC. And I understand that turned out to be just a terrific event. So there's a lot of great music and a lot of fun to be had today. I saw Ernest T. Bass out there earlier. I ran into him. So you never know who you might end up meeting here at Home Crafts Days. We love to celebrate all of our many, many traditions. Okay. All right. I'm going to turn it over to Jim Lloyd and his friends for I know what's going to be some wonderful music.
Thank you. I don't know that I can call them my friends. I don't know. That's kind of a loose term there.
I don't know that I'd call it that either.
I'm joined by Lincoln Hensley and Wilson Eder. So we're going to do some songs and some tunes for you all. Ready? If you go down on Deep Ellum just to have a little fun, better have your $15 when the policemen come. Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got some Deep Ellum blues. Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got them Deep Ellum blues. If you go down on Deep Ellum, keep your carburetor clean, 'cause the girls down on Deep Ellum sell you dirty gasoline. Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got the Deep Ellum blues. Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got them Deep Ellum blues. If you go down on Deep Ellum, keep your money in your socks, 'cause girls down on Deep Ellum like to put you on the rocks. Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got the Deep Ellum blues. Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got them Deep Ellum blues. If you go down on Deep Ellum just to have a little fun, better have your $15 when the policemen come. Oh, sweet William, daddy's got the Deep Ellum blues. Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got them Deep Ellum blues. Thank you. Glad you could make it, Bill. Oh, okay. Had nothing better to do. My wife couldn't come today. Her hair is still wet from where she washed it this morning, so she stayed at home. That was called Deep Ellum Blues. We're gonna. It's hard to do a show with these guys whispering back
Will
here.
said that at least one of y'all had a bath. Kind of wish you had them.
It's just now Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday night's when you take your bath.
Jim looks at the bathing the same way he does changing strings. He does it twice a year, whether he needs it or not.
Absolutely. Dude, don't let your deal go down. My father, he taught me to drink and to gamble. Never said gambling was a sin. My father, he taught me to drink and to gamble, but he never taught me how to win. Don't let your deal go down now, boys. Don't let your deal go down. Don't let your deal go down now, boys, till your last old dollar is gone. Now who's gonna shoe your pretty little feet? And who's gonna glove your hand? And who's gonna kiss those red rosy lips? Now honey, who's gonna be your man? Don't let your deal go down now, boys. Don't let your deal go down. Don't let your deal go down now, boys, till your last old dollar is gone. I've been all around this whole wide world. Been down to Memphis, Tennessee. Any old place I hang my hat seems like home sweet home to me. Don't let your deal go down now, boys. Don't let your deal go down. Don't let your deal go down now, boys, till your last old dollar is gone. My father, he taught me to drink and to gamble. Never said gambling was a sin. My father, he taught me to drink and to gamble, but he never taught me how to win. Don't let your deal go down now, boys. Don't let your deal go down. Don't let your deal go down now, boys, till your last old dollar is gone.
Oh, he's playing the crack. There's both notes. Here we go.
Thank you. Whiskey before breakfast. Something that we don't practice or condone. Bill Smith does, though, on a regular basis. Uh-huh. Thank you all. Let's see. That was our set list right there. This is one of my favorite songs to do on the banjo. It comes to us from a fellow named Clarence Ashley down in North Carolina. This is called The Cuckoo. Oh, I'd like to build a castle on a mountain so high so I can see my true love every time she passed by. Oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird, Lord, she warbles as she flies, but I never feed her water till the 4th day of July. Jack of diamonds, Lord, I know you from old. You have robbed my poor pockets of much silver and much gold. Oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird, Lord, she warbles as she flies, but I never feed her water till the 4th day of July. Spain, I'll bet you $5 I can beat you very next game. Oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird, Lord, she warbles as she flies, but I never feed her water till the 4th day of July. My horses aren't hungry, they won't eat your hay, so I ride on a little farther, wonder why you treat me this way. Oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird, Lord, she warbles as she flies, but I never feed her water till the 4th day of July. Thank you. What? No, I don't want to be on your show.
Sorry, Bill, we're union.
What kind of show do you
Union
have?
workers.
We'll do it, Bill. What's it pay?
Yeah, that's what we're getting paid to play with Jim, too. He said, we'll divide it 3 ways. I said, 0 divided by 3 is still 0.
Thank you, Bill.
Yeah. Yeah. We were
He's good at that, too.
We were voluntold to play this show.
You know, they do this to me all the time. You'd think they'd respect their elders here. Well, you know, it's just like the other day, Lincoln he called me and he said he got stung by a wasper. And he said it hurt something awful. I said, did you put anything on it? He said, no, it flew away.
Hey, I got to tell him the one about you the other day having dinner with your friend.
The one.
Yeah?
The one friend.
Yeah, yeah. And I use that pretty loosely. Jim's from Rural Retreat, Virginia. And he's best friends, naturally, with the owner of the liquor store there in Rural Retreat. And he was over at his friend's house. They were having supper the other night. His friend's wife had cooked supper for him. And they had just sat down to eat and had a big table full of food, all kinds of stuff there. And Jim, they all couldn't wait to dig in. And about time they sat down, the phone rang. And the guy that owned the liquor store, he got up, went over and answered the phone. And the guy on the other end of the line said, "Hey, buddy, what time does your liquor store open up in the morning?" And he said, "It opens up at 8 o'clock. That's when we open." And he said, "All right." And he hung the phone up. So the guy came back over and sat down, and they started eating. About 5 or 10 minutes went by, and the phone rang again. The guy said, "Excuse me, I'll go answer this." And he went over and answered the phone, and he said, guy on the other end of the line, same guy, and he said, "Hey, buddy, what time does your liquor store open up in the morning?" He said, 8 o'clock. We open at 8 o'clock. He said, "All righty." So he went back, sat down, started eating again. About 10 or 15 minutes went by, phone rang again. And that guy said, "I bet you it's that same guy that called a few minutes ago." And he walks over and answers the phone again. Says, "Hello." And the guy on the other end, same guy, he says, "Hey, buddy, what time's your liquor store open up in the morning?" He said, "I've done told you twice. You've called twice and ruined my supper. It opens at 8 o'clock. If you'll be there at 8 o'clock in the morning, we will let you in." He said, "I don't want in, I want out."
All right. Let's go way downtown here. Way downtown, just fooling around, they took me to the jail. It's oh me and it's oh my, no one to go my bail. I wish I was down at Sweet Sue's house, sitting in that old armchair. One arm around this old banjo and the other around my dear. I need backup band.
What about a verse?
It was late last night when Willie came home. I heard him rapping at the door, slipping and sliding with them new shoes on. Papa said, "Willie, don't come rapping here no more." Way downtown, just fooling around, they took me to the jail. It's oh me and it's oh my, no one to go my bail. This shirt I have on is all that I own, and $1 is all I crave. I came into this world with nothing at all. I'll take nothing with me to my grave. Way downtown, just fooling around, they took me to the jail. It's oh me and it's oh my, ain't no one to go my bail. I don't know if y'all can hear what all he says. If you can, it's probably a good thing.
Yeah, it's censored. There's a 3-second delay.
I'm going to do another Clarence Ashley one. This is called Walking Boss. And the Walking Boss was the man on the railroad that hired and fired, and he was kind of the all-important person. The same thing as a straw boss in the mines. Hatchet man, yeah. Wilson back here is our hatchet man. If we have a problem, we send him to take care of it. And we do need to thank the Virginia Department of Corrections for allowing Will to come play with us today.
That's out. He's out on leave.
Got the anklet.
I've got my boots on so you can't see the bracelet there.
He's out on leave.
Here we go. Thank you.
Sounds so good, I hate to ruin it.
Walking boss, you're the boss, but I don't belong to you. I belong, yes I belong, and I get along with that steel driving crew. I asked that boss for a job. I want a job. He said, son, what can you do? I can line a track. I can walk a jack. I can line some track. I can pick and shovel too. Pick a Lester. I can work all day without no pay. Work all day and sleep in a shanty too. Walking boss, you're the boss, but I don't belong to you. I belong, yes I belong, and I get along with that steel driving crew. Walking boss, you're the boss, but I don't belong to you. Thank you. I want to slow things down a little bit. I guess like most people in our area, I was very heavily influenced by the Carter family. We're going to B flat. And this is one of my favorite songs they did. It's a little obscure.
Well, you are too.
I'm a little obscure too. Once again, you don't know who I think I am. You ready, Lincoln? That thing was in tune when he bought it.
That's all right, yeah.
This is called A Faded Coat of Blue. My poor boy is sleeping in his faded coat of blue, and a lonely unknown grave lies the heart that beats so true. He sank sad and weary among the famished brave, and they've laid him sad and lonely beneath an unmarked grave. No more the bugle call the weary one. Rest, noble spirit, in your grave unknown. I will find you and know you among the brave and true, where a robe of white is given for a faded coat of blue. He cried, give me water, or just a little crumb, and my mother, she will thank you from this time on. And tell my dear sister, so gentle, brave, and true, that we'll meet again in heaven in my faded coat of blue. No more the bugle call the weary one. Rest, noble spirit, in your grave unknown. I will find you and know you among the brave and true, where a robe of white is given for a faded coat of blue. No loved one was nigh him to close his mild blue eyes. No one was there beside him to whisper sweet replies. No stone marks the lonely grave, so a lad so brave and true, in his lonely grave he's sleeping in his faded coat of blue. No more the bugle call the weary one. Rest, noble spirit, in your grave unknown. I will find you and know you among the brave and true, where a robe of white is given for a faded coat of blue. Thank you. Well, the stage manager just gave me the finger. It was this one. So we're going to close with a little bit of Reuben's Train. They're about to bring on Bill Smith and his crew. I think his crew's worth listening to. I don't know about Bill. Train ran from Lynchburg to Spain. Lord, you could hear the whistle blow 100 miles. Oh, Lordy me, oh, Lordy my, you could hear that whistle blow 100 miles. A show, I'll moonshine no more. I'll tear my steel down and go home. Tear it down. Oh, Lordy me, oh, Lordy my, I'll tear that steel down and go home. I'm 500 miles from my wife and my child. I wish I was 500 more. Oh, Lordy me, oh, Lordy my, I wish I was 500 more. From Lynchburg to Spain, Lord, you could hear that whistle blow 100 miles. Oh, Lordy me, oh, Lordy my, you could hear that whistle blow 100 miles. Pull into the station.
I can smell the smoke.
Thank you all. I'm Jim Lloyd.
All right, let's give Jim and his friends one more hand there. That was wonderful. Great trio right there. Yeah, that was terrific music here. And I want to, again, welcome everybody to the 53rd Annual Homecraft Days. And today is just going to be filled with music and culture and crafts. But the things I enjoy most are just the friendships and reunions that always occur here every year. There's just several people that I see them once a year, but it's here at Homecraft Days, so it's a special, special time. I've been doing this now for a number of years, and I really enjoy it. But when I tell people that obviously means I'm getting old. But my dad always told me that there was 3 signs of getting old. First of all, which I can definitely acknowledge, is you can't hear as well as you do when you're younger. You can't hear. Said second, you can't remember things when you get older. And I forgot what the third one was. But anyway, so I've been coming here for probably over 30 years. But now one of the things that I like most about this festival is I get to introduce some wonderful bands, and sometimes, even a special treat, I get to introduce friends. And this next band, I consider those some good friends, and I've gotten to play music with them before as well, and they are terrific. Richard Phillips and friends will be up here, and I'll let Richard, he can tell you more about the other band members. But I think Dr. Phillips has been doing this at least 25 years, maybe more than that. 30. Yeah, because well, about as long as you've been here at this college, you've been doing this. So you can't have Homecraft Days without Richard and his friends being up here playing music. And I know they're going to be in for a great. We're going to be in for. No, you guys are tremendous. But anyway, it's going to be great. We've got a terrific lineup of music here all morning, all afternoon. Same way up on the Legend stage. There's some acts that we got a few new acts, but a lot of this is the traditional performers that we have every year that we always look forward to. I don't know if you guys, some of you here earlier, but I always told Suella Boatwright Wells that, this, besides Christmas, this was one of my favorite weekends of the entire year. And there's 4 things that I really like about Homecraft Days. I really like the food. Yeah, I really like the music, of course, the crafts, and then I like the food. So those are the 4 things I really like.
What about the people?
Yeah, of course. Well, there's way too many things actually to list. But anyway, I'm glad to be up here and introducing Richard Phillips and friends. And I'll let. Yeah. Well, of course, and Bill points out we couldn't have such a wonderful festival if we didn't have terrific sound folks, and we've been so lucky. So Brandon, he does just a terrific job here. Let's give the sound. Yeah, they always deserve. Yeah. Yeah, because it does. It takes a team to really put this on every year. But Mountain Empire Community College, I'm so glad that they started it 53 years ago, and it's been a success every year since then. We always have jokes that we can tell, and Larry Mullins, he used to tell a joke, and when we were on stage, he would say that when he was in school, he had to show his father a report card. His report card was F, 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 and D. And he took it to his father, and his father said, I see what's wrong with you. You've been spending way too much time on one subject. But he had to quit telling that joke because it hurt my feelings. Because I said, when I was in school, I just prayed for a report card that good. So. Yep. I'm going to turn it over to Richard.
1, 2, 3, check, check, check. 1, 2, 3, check, check, check.
1, 2, 3,
check, check, check. 1, 2, 3, check, check, check.
check.
Check, check, check.
Yep, yep.
Dip, dip, up and dip, dip,
1, 2, 3.
Do you guys realize that? I mean,
Check.
this place has been working on this for years. What's going on in Southwest Virginia when the Crooked Road got started 20 years ago, we couldn't have imagined what's happening right now. Now, the next thing will happen is somebody will say, well, we're getting too big. And I'll say, not yet. Not yet. We've been through this before in this country.
Well, we're glad to, is this on? I can't tell if it's on. Can you hear this, Jim?
You might need a little more
Brent-
gain on this.
Yeah, Brandon, can I get a little more
A
here?
little more gain on that.
So we're really glad to be here today. It's amazing. We just had the hurricane, and we've had to deal with that a lot. We had Tommy Clement standing there on the left with the appropriate hat on over the Cajon, and he just came in from western North Carolina, and there's been a lot of devastation there, but he's finally got power and water, so he's nice and clean today. So we're glad to have him here today.
We dipped him.
And we're glad to have Bill here. Bill's been through a lot here lately, but he's survived and made it through, and we're glad to have him here today. And we're glad to have Roger here from Northern Virginia to come all the way down from Northern Virginia to have him play. So we're Richard Phillips and friends. I'm glad to have my friends up here on stage with me. And I'm glad to see so many of my friends out in the audience. And so we're going to start out with a Doc Watson tune called Walk On Boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was born one morning, the rain was a-pouring down. I heard my mama say to my papa, let's call him John Henry Brown. Oh boy, walk on down that road. There ain't nobody in the whole wide world gonna help you carry that load. My mama and my papa right around the age of 10. Lord, I got me a job just working on the levee to water for this hard working men. Oh boy, walk on down that road. There ain't nobody in the whole wide world gonna help you carry that load. One day my daddy told me something I'd like to pass on to you. Son, find a good woman, it'll be good to her, boy. She'll be good to you. Walk on down that road. There ain't nobody in the whole wide world gonna help you carry that load. So if anybody ever asks you, just who is this fella Brown? Oh, just tell them I'm the man who left his hammer smoking when he beat that steam drift down.
Sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, Brandon.
Yeah. Can I get just a bit more in the monitor on my guitar? All righty, this is a wonderful festival of homemade crafts and homemade food, and we're going to do some homemade songs. Now, this first one's called Mandolin Opportunities, and we don't have a mandolin up here, but it's still a mandolin opportunity.
There's an opportunity.
Always an opportunity. Should be called Mandolin Possibilities, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. I used to ride my mandolin down the road a ways. I'd meet with my plin, and we play and we play, sitting on the front porch of that old general store. Mandolin opportunities don't come around much anymore. I used to take my mandolin to the village square. People would come in from everywhere, and the music would wash over us just like the waves on the shore. Mandolin opportunities don't come around much anymore. Now people sit at home with their TVs on, checking Facebook and surfing the internet, buying things online they don't even want, wondering why the dreams haven't come true yet. Now people sit at home with their TVs on, checking Facebook and surfing the internet, buying things online they don't even want, wondering why the dreams haven't come true yet. I used to take my mandolin out to every show. People would clap their hands, they'd say, "Go, man, go." Now they just sit at home, waiting for that knock on the door.
Mandolin opportunities don't come around much anymore. Mandolin opportunities don't come around much anymore.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that so much.
Thank you.
All right, here's another tune. This is called Cowboy Days. Back in my cowboy days. Cowboy days. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back in my cowboy days, I wore 2 6 guns in my belt, a bandana around my neck. I wore a John B. Stetson hat, and I would chase those bad guys. It did them no good to run. I always had the fastest horse, I always had the fastest gun. And I'd sing yippee-ki-yay, I'm a cowboy, I can do what I want to do. Yippee-ki-yay, I'm a cowboy, you can't make me be like you. My cowboy days ended when my parents made me go to school. I'd sit at my desk and stare out the window. My teachers tried to make me follow their rules, but I'd say yippee-ki-yay, I'm a cowboy, I can do what I want to do. Yippee-ki-yay, I'm a cowboy, you can't make
roped and tied and they branded and they broke me until I was like everybody else. Sometimes when I look in the mirror, I can't even recognize myself. But when I'm having a real bad day, I think about those cowboy days. My horse would come back, I'd jump in the saddle, and I would just ride away. And I'd sing yippee-ki-yay, I'm a cowboy, I can do what I want to do. Yippee-ki-yay, I'm a cowboy, you can't make me be like you. I'd sing yippee-ki-yay, I'm a cowboy, I can do what I want to do. Yippee-ki-yay, I'm a cowboy, you can't make me be like you. Thank you.
You're going to see something in the next set. You just hang out here.
Let's see. I guess they're tired of singing the blues in A minor. Yep.
Okay.
All righty. All right.
Oh no, more bad news. Somebody left, cap off the glue, and some got dizzy and some got stuck. Oh, just another run of bad luck. Oh no, what can you do? I get so tired singing these blues. Oh no, it happened again. Somebody, a chick to the skin, and just when things were going all right, somebody got mad and started a fight. Oh no, what can you do? I get so tired singing these blues. Oh, what do you do if the creek runs dry? Sit on the bank and hear the crawfish cry. They cry so loud, they cry so sweet, sound like the shuffle of angels' feet. Angels go down, but it's not so nice. They go back to paradise. Oh no, I was watching TV. They were doing a story about somebody like me, chasing down the street and around the block. They couldn't catch him 'cause he wouldn't stop. Oh no, what can you do? I get so tired singing these blues. Oh, what do you do if the creek runs dry? Sit on the bank and hear the crawfish cry. Cry so loud, cry so sweet, sound like the shuffle of angels' feet. Angels go down, but it's not so nice. They go back to paradise. Oh no, what have you done? Picked up a bomb, picked up a gun, killing strangers for God. That's insane. God doesn't want you using his name. Oh no, what can you do? I get so tired singing these blues.
Thank you. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you so much. We call the type of music we play. One time I was like playing somewhere, and a guy said I was playing some original tunes, and someone says, "Don't you ever play any real music?" And so I said, "Well, no, I just kind of play imaginary music." And so you see on front of Tommy's.
We have Are we not having fun?
On the front of Tommy's Cajon, you'll see imaginary music. And so I wrote a song about it. It's called Imaginary Music. This is what we'll play now. 1, 2, C, right? Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4.
First time I saw her, she was kind of moving, she was kind of stoic, was kind of dancing. So I went over to see what was going on. She was so pretty, I kind of fumbled and I kind of stammered. I kind of stumbled, and she looked at me and asked, "Could you hear the song?" She was hearing imaginary music. She was hearing imaginary music. She was moving to imaginary music. And when I got close enough to her, I could hear her too. She looked at me like she already had a picture of me pasted in the pages of her scrapbook memory. And after that, things aren't really clear. I'm not really sure how we got here from there. I'm just thankful every day. She still hears imaginary music. She still listens to imaginary music. She still moves to imaginary music. And when I get close enough to her, I can hear it too. She still hears imaginary music. She still listens to imaginary music. She still moves to imaginary music. And when I get close enough to her, I can hear it too. As years go by, the music's clearer, and I can hear it whenever I am near her. So I get to listen to it every day. And anytime I feel like I need it the most, I just reach out and hold her close. Then I can hear the music play. She still hears imaginary music. She still listens to imaginary music. She still moves to imaginary music. And when I get close enough to her, I can hear it too. I can hear it too. I can hear it too.
Thank you. Isn't that a nice song? I mean, isn't that just really this man is one heck of a songwriter.
Thank you, Bill.
It's the only way it keeps me interested at this age. But it's really a wonderful songwriter.
Okay.
He's got a string on it.
Thank you, Bill. Thank y'all. We're going to do a song here. Back when I was cool in A, I think we capo too. For those of you who capo. Not everybody capos.
Some of us don't capo.
Some capo. Some are capo-less.
He's talking to me because he doesn't want me to play in a different key than him.
All right. Back when I was cool.
What key are we in again?
A.
I'm all confused. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I was watching those kids out in the street, rolling on their wheels, pounding on their feet. And they just think I'm some old guy with nothing much to do. I wish they could have seen me back when I was cool. I was the cat's pajamas, I was 23 skidoo, I was handlebar connected, I knew how to sing the blues. Had a rocket in my pocket, and I knew how to light the fuse. I wish they could have seen me back when I was cool.
There it is.
I had a black leather jacket with aces up the sleeves. I had jitterbug sideburns and a comb full of grease. I was flat top ready. I had rainbow colored blue suede shoes. I wish they could have seen me back when I was cool. I'd go drop top cruising in an appropriate hat. I was a mean motor scooter, I was a real gone cat. I was so far out there, I had space I never even used. I wish they could have seen me back when I was cool.
I had a tie-dye t-shirt, bell bottoms too. Didn't cut my hair, didn't wear no shoe. I was anti-establishment, I didn't follow any rules. I wish they could have seen me back when I was cool.
Now if these kids see me at all, they see some guy getting old, getting white and getting small. But I used to be just like them, so I know they have no clue.
I wish they could have seen me back when I was cool. I wish they could have seen me back when I was cool.
Thank you. Appreciate that so much. Means a lot.
Looking at Tommy, I would have never known he was anti-establishment.
Driz.
Two. Okay. Magic Night. Magic Night. F for Bill.
Thank you.
All right, so we got two more songs. We do a song called Magic Night. We play that in key of C with F for Bill. He's a little different. And Magic Night. Ready?
I mean, yeah. I didn't get to fill out the form.
Did you ever see the moon on a night like this? You ever see the stars shining so bright? You ever felt a love this strong? This must be a magic night. I see the clouds go rolling like ripples in an ocean sky. I see the stars all smiling. I see the love deep in your eyes. Did you ever see the moon on a night like this? You ever see the stars shining so bright? You ever felt love this strong? This must be a magic night. You reach out and touch me. I can't feel gravity. There's magic all around us, but only you and me. Did you ever see the moon on a night like this? You ever see the stars shining so bright? You ever felt love this strong? This must be a magic night. look into your eyes, I feel like I'm floating away past the moon and the planets and through the Milky Way. Did you ever see the moon on a night like this? You ever see the stars shining so bright? You ever felt love this strong? This must be a magic night. Did you ever see the moon on a night like this? You ever see the stars shining so bright? You ever felt love is strong? This must be a magic night. Yeah, okay, thank you so much. Okay, so you said we got
Thank you.
one last song here. Okay, we'll do Pizza Time.
Sure.
Hey, Pizza Time. All right, so we'll do another cowboy song.
Good.
And this is called Pizza Time on the Ponderosa. All righty.
It's a cowboy song.
Key of A.
It's a truck wagon song.
Just sit around the campfire.
And wait, the cowboys would often sit around the campfire and wait for somebody to bring them a pizza. So that's what, it's kind of what this song's about. So,
It's postmodern cowboy.
all right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Saturday night and the cowboys should be riding into town, shooting off their guns, playing cards and drinking rot-gut whiskey and having all kinds of cowboy fun. Instead they're hanging around the bunkhouse, talking about cheese and pepperoni. They haven't been this excited since Jose got that brand new pony, and it's pizza time on the Ponderosa. Cowboys get tired of beans and bacon. Tonight they're almost dancing all around in anticipation. The cook's name is Shorty. He is tall and mean. He growls and acts kind of scary as he dishes out the beans. But today he's been laughing and joking. They never seen him like that before. Old Red said, well, maybe we ought to have pizza, a whole lot more, and it's pizza time on the Ponderosa. Cowboys get tired of beans and bacon. Tonight they're almost dancing all around in anticipation. Some rustlers tried to steal some dogies out of the North 40. Texan Slim caught those rascals, told them not to do that anymore. And they hurried back to the ranch so they wouldn't miss out on pizza. Got into the chow line. Time to get their slice and eat it, and it's pizza time on the Ponderosa. Cowboys get tired of beans and bacon. Tonight they're almost dancing all around in anticipation. A cowboy's job is never ending. It's brutal work, little pay. But you know it almost seems worth it when the boss calls out, hey, it's pizza day. And then when pizza time is over and the cows are all tucked in, cowboys lie in their bunks and dream of pizza time again. And it's pizza time on the Ponderosa. Cowboys get tired of beans and bacon. Tonight they're almost dancing all around in anticipation. Cause it's pizza time on the Ponderosa. Cowboys get tired of beans and bacon. Tonight they're almost dancing Thank you so much. We're the
Thanks, folks, for listening.
Richard Phillips and friends. This is Roger Bullock over here from Northern Virginia, Bill Smith from Big Stone Gap in Montana, and Tommy Clements coming all the way in from western North Carolina, fighting those washed out interstates and made it in anyway. There he goes.
Not rehearsing, I thought we sounded remarkably good.
Thanks, Bill. Thanks, Joy.
All right, let's give Richard and friends another big hand. That was wonderful music. I love it very much. I work a couple of days a week at the Big Stone Gap Visitor Center, so I do want to mention to all of you that if you're not from Big Stone Gap, or even if you are, just stop by the Visitor Center any day. We open 7 days a week, 9 to 5, and find out information about the town. Big Stone Gap is really becoming quite a music destination. There's music that goes on probably 4 nights a week at least at about half a dozen different venues in town. And so we can inform you about the schedule and look it up for you and see. Or you can check www.bigstonegap.com at any time and see the schedule. Ked Mead, the tourism director in town, does a wonderful job of updating that schedule regularly. And of course, you can hear this, Richard and some of his friends and his Timeless String Band as well. They play quite often around town. So anyway, just check it out if you're music fans. And there's a whole variety of music in downtown Big Stone Gap. And so I want to just make a point to invite you there. Now, again, this is the 53rd year of the Mountain Music Empire's Homecraft Days. It's a wonderful festival that celebrates our local culture, our local music and crafts, as well as food and traditions. Tyler did want me to mention that a couple of the buildings are being renovated. There is some construction on the campus this year, so they've added several extra bathrooms over here to this side that weren't there last year. But I just told him I'd want to mention that. But some of the things are off limits that are usually hosting some of the Homecraft Days activity. Larry and I went down to, Larry Mullins and I went down to the food court during a break there to get us some food. And I got a coffee, and I wanted so much to get a fried apple pie. But Larry was in front of me when we were ordering, and so he got the last of the fried apple pies. I got a fried peach pie, which I'm glad that he jumped in front of me at the last minute, because that peach pie was delicious, but they had several flavors down there. Princess was selling them. But I swear I think there's more food vendors down there this year than last year, so I had to go back and update my schedule for the day, because I always planned a number of trips down there, so I increased that by a couple for this particular Homecraft Days. But anyway, we've got with us another fairly regular here at Homecraft Days. Came over from Johnson City to be with us, Roxanne McDaniels, and if you notice, she got a lap dulcimer there, and somebody was asking me what kind of music that I like. I like all kinds of stuff, but I'll tell you, I own 2 dulcimers myself, so I think you're going to be really in for a treat. We're so glad to have her back. I'll just turn it over to her, and I'm sure she's got some stories and songs for us. So give her a hand, Roxanne McDaniels.
Thank you. Thank you all. I'm just going to go ahead and start off with a tune. I go around about getting obsessed with 1 or 2 tunes that I just want to play all the time, and here lately I've been kind of fixated on this one tune. It's called Cold Frosty Morning. Thank you all. So, I like to write a lot of songs, and most of my songs are just about things that have happened in my life. And, about 10 years ago or so, I kind of ran into a lot of trouble back home and kind of ran away, but I needed somewhere to run to. So that's how I ended up in Johnson City. I went to ETSU there in the bluegrass program, and that's whenever I first started playing the dulcimer. And I found, sometimes you have to leave home to find home, as odd as that may sound. And this is a song about that. It's called Highway Headed East. I was born into a town that wouldn't have me. I wore a black mark against my name. I had more than my fair share of grief and worry. And everywhere I turned, more of the same. From the time that I could walk, I was in trouble. Alone and a stranger on my own. I left home the very moment I was able. I loaded up my things and I was gone. And on a highway headed east, I found my soul. On a highway headed east, I'm bound to roll. So baby, no, never mind now. You don't wanna know what I found out on a highway headed east. I didn't know if I would find what I was chasing. I wasn't even sure if it was real. But I was tired of all the time that I was wasting, sitting around a small town spinning wheels. It's been a few years since I set out on the highway. The people and the places came and went, but the days I lived to wonder, finding my way, are the best years of my life I've ever spent. And on a highway headed east, I found my soul. On a highway headed east, I'm bound to roll. So baby, no, never mind now. If you don't wanna know what I found out on a highway headed east. What I found out on a highway headed east. Thank you all. So I'm always trying to find new things to do on the dulcimer. And one thing I've always really loved about it are the limitations of the instrument. It kind of forces you to get creative. And I used to work at this little Irish place in Johnson City called Mulligan's, and my friend Reva is the fiddler in the house band there, and they always play those tune sets, and it's kind of hard to do that on a dulcimer. But I've been trying to piece together some tune sets that are dulcimer friendly. I'm going to start off this set with a tune that y'all are very familiar with, I bet, called Wayfaring Stranger. Then I'm going to go into an Irish tune called The Lonesome Jig. And then I'm going to wrap it up with an original tune that I composed called Runaway Girl. And I call these three tunes all together the Drifter Set. little sticky this morning, but I reckon they're working well enough. So, my grandparents were married for 60 and a half years. And back in 2017, my grandmother passed away. And I tried to write a song about it, because that's how I deal with things. And I tried to write a song from my grandfather's point of view. And I found out pretty quick that you can't write somebody else's song. So it sort of just became a general song about loss. Well, then, a couple years later, through a series of unusual circumstances, I was on the verge of becoming homeless. And I ended up living with a friend of mine named Susan up in Charlottesville, Virginia, for a while until I got back on my feet. And I used to play this song for her, and she said it reminded her of her mother who had passed away. And then a couple years back, after fighting breast cancer for a decade, my friend Susan passed away a couple years back. And I was overseas at the time, so I wasn't able to see her in those last few months. So this song's kind of taken on new meaning in the light of her passing, so I always like to dedicate this to the memory of my friend Susan Gibbons. This is called The Better Half of Me. of these old-time fiddle tunes have pretty funny names. And there's one that I started playing just because I liked the name of it. My old fiddle teacher, Jim Miller at ETSU, taught it to me. It's called Sally Slapped Me with a Flounder. And whenever he told me that name, I kept making up other goofy alternative titles for it, and we ended up with Shelley Shot Me with a Shark, and Molly Maimed Me with a Mackerel. But if you ever see Sally with a flounder, watch out, because she's up to no good. So I'm going to do a song that uses a dulcimer capo. Usually when people see me playing, the first thing they ask is, what's that in regard to the dulcimer? And then the second question is, what's that in regards to the dulcimer capo? There's an acquaintance of mine over in Irwin named Tony Vines, and he builds very fine dulcimers. And he had these capos that I just fell in love with, and I asked him where he found it because I couldn't find them anywhere, and it turns out he made it. He modified an old banjo capo, and I'm really digging it. I'm going to use it to sing you a coal mining song I wrote a few years back called Valley Feel. Come see how greed turns mountains to hills. They take what they please and the valley fills. Come see how greed turns mountains to hills. They take what they please and the valley fills. And we don't see a dime from what they steal. And we don't see a dime from what they steal. They bring in their men, they bring in their guns, they bring in their bombs, and the deed is done. They bring in their men, they bring in their guns, they bring in their bombs, and the deed is done. And the money rolls out on a Norfolk run. And the money rolls out on a Norfolk run. I believe I see on yonder mountainside a hole a mile deep and a mile wide. I believe I see on yonder mountainside a hole a mile deep and a mile wide. And all the morning hung my head and cried. And all the morning hung my head and cried. Thank you all. I'm going to sing a song that's a little bit different. It's a newer one that I wrote. I've always been a big fan of really old school rock and roll music. One more? Perfect. So I kind of tried to write a song sort of in that style, that old school vibe. It's a song about being just crazy in love with somebody who doesn't even know you exist, and if they did, it probably wouldn't matter anyways. It's called Sideways Kisses. Give me all your sideways kisses. I don't care whose name your lips say. Give me all the love you have to lose till there's no one left but me to choose. You'll never get to heaven that way. But what do you say? Oh, what do you say? I know you already love somebody, but that somebody, it ain't me. It's a painful truth and a petty lie, but I'm hanging on, barely getting by. And if I'm only holding my breath, I'll love you to death. I'll love you to death. I don't want to kill no ever after, even if it only lives in my dreams. I'm a noble and a fool with a heart so very cruel, and it won't let me forget you. So give me all your sideways kisses. I don't care whose name your lips say. Give me all the love you have to lose till there's no one left but me to choose. You'll never get to heaven that way. But what do you say? Oh, what do you say? Thank you all so much for your time and attention. My name's Roxanne McDaniel. I'm going to hit the road and head on back to Johnson City now. Thank you all again. I'm sorry? I've not actually recorded one yet. Thank you so much.
Let's hear it for Roxanne again. You know, you don't hear too much dulcimer out and about now. That's really nice, refreshing sound. And we've got this lady's got two dulcimers. You going to play both of them at the same time? No? Okay. Everybody having a good time today? Boy, I've really enjoyed this. We got perfect weather, and Handcraft Days, you get to hear a lot of really good regional talent. So up next, we've got Amy and Ann Lowe, and they are from Abington and Withful, and they are a mother-daughter duet. And I just asked, I don't know which one is which. I asked the daughter. You're Ann, okay. I asked Amy if she could do some demonstrations for a jam class, and she said her mother did the demonstration. So, and this lady has taught at the Mountain Music School, which is a wonderful thing. So we're in for a treat. Amy and Ann Lowe.
We got capos too. Used to be when you showed up with a dulcimer to jam session, everybody said, oh no, we got to play everything in D. But these capos changed it for us. Oh, I am delighted to be back this year. I was here last year, and as he said, I've been teaching for the Mountain Music School quite a few years now. But I was so happy that Amy could join me this year. She was up in West Virginia living last year this time, but now she's down about an hour away from me. So we get to have her along. Oh, there's Tyler. We better get his banjo out at some point, too. Yeah. So now we've got dueling dulcimers, and we're going to start with an old-time tune, and it's called Sandy Boys.
Ready?
The Sandy Boys. So we're going to do a tune that you hear a lot around these parts. Carter family sang this called Bury Me Beneath the Willow. Let me get rid of my capo. You want to say anything about this song, Amy?
Not really. I was lucky to just grow up with my mom and old time.
Well, who
music
else would
and
you grow up with, huh?
Well, with the old time. So I just learned a lot of these songs from childhood. I feel like you're lucky if you get to grow up in the middle of that old time culture and music. It just kind of comes naturally then. So.
And I'm just so lucky to have a daughter that carried on the dulcimer. And I have 4 daughters, but she's the only one that we tried to get fiddles in the other girls' hands, but they didn't stay very long.
My This next song, I lived in West Virginia for a long time, but I was living in Hampshire County, West Virginia, which is kind of up in that eastern panhandle. And there was a pretty big group of old-time musicians here. They called themselves the Cabin Pickers, and they would pick in an old log cabin without electricity. And you would go, and we would just light the wood stove and have oil lamps, and it was really fun. But I picked up this tune there, and it's called Lazy John. Occasionally I hear it other places, but I don't hear it as often in old-time circles. Get your day's work all done. You're in the shade, I'm in the sun. Why don't you get away, lazy John? Lazy John. You got the list. What's next?
I think your stuff.
Oh, my stuff. Oh, okay. Okay. I brought my hammer dulcimer last year, but it was so cold, the thing was so out of tune by the time I got to play it. I figured, well, we'll go something with not quite as many strings. So, of course, the auto harp, thanks to good old Mother Maybelle and Sarah, became a real often used and dearly loved instrument here in old-time music. So I'm just going to do an old Mother Maybelle Carter tune that she kind of made famous on her auto harp. I was actually lucky to be at the Carter Fold last night, thanks to Tyler. He was asked to call a square dance, and he was tied up, so he gave him my name, and I went over and spent a little time on doing some square dancing at the Carter Fold and seeing all those wonderful pictures. If you haven't been to the Carter Fold before, please go. It's just an amazing place. So much history, so much tradition there. So Here's the classic Wildwood Flower. Thank you so much. Well, I really think we need some audience participation in this music. You know, this music was for everybody singing along. So I'm going to do a classic tune here that I found people of all ages love, from little daycare kids to us of gray hair. And it's a very agreeable song. You don't need to know all the words, but you just have to agree at the right time by going, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. And I think y'all can help with that. And if you know the words, I'd love for you to sing. It's the classic courtship song of the frog and the mouse. So help me out at least with the uh-huhs. And if you know the rest of the words, help me out with those too. Frog went a-courting and he did right, uh-huh, uh-huh. Frog went a-courting and he did right, uh-huh. Frog went a-courting and he did right, sword and pistol by his side, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Are they uh-huh? I can't tell.
I hear some doing it.
Rode up to Miss Mousie's door, uh-huh, uh-huh. Rode up to Miss Mousie's door, uh-huh, uh-huh. Rode up to Miss Mousie's door where he had often been before, uh-huh, uh-huh. I hear some uh-huhs. Said Miss Mousie, will you marry me? Uh-huh, uh-huh. Said Miss Mousie, will you marry me? Uh-huh, uh-huh. Said Miss Mousie, will you marry me? Way down under the apple tree. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. First I must ask my Uncle Red. Uh-huh, uh-huh. First I must ask my Uncle Red, uh-huh, uh-huh. Without my Uncle Red's consent, I wouldn't marry the president, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Where will the wedding supper be, uh-huh, uh-huh. Where will the wedding supper be, uh-huh, uh-huh. Where will the wedding supper be? Way down under the apple tree, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. What will the wedding supper be, uh-huh, uh-huh. What will the wedding supper be, uh-huh, uh-huh. What will the wedding supper be? Hominy, grits, and black-eyed peas, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. First to arrive was an old gray goose, uh-huh, uh-huh. First to arrive was an old gray goose, uh-huh, uh-huh. First to arrive was an old gray goose, took out her fiddle and then cut loose, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Last to arrive was the muley cow, uh-huh, uh-huh. Last to arrive was a muley cow, uh-huh, uh-huh. Last to arrive was a muley cow, tried to dance but didn't know how, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Now, this probably has another 50 verses or so, but we only have time for about one more song. So we're going to end it with that classic song ender, that zipper verse. Little piece of cornbread sitting on a shelf. Little piece of cornbread sitting on a shelf. Little piece of cornbread sitting on a shelf. If you want any more, gotta sing it yourself. So you can sing it with me. Little piece of cornbread sitting on a shelf. Little piece of cornbread sitting on a shelf. Little piece of cornbread sitting on a shelf. If you want any more, you gotta sing it yourself. I heard some good uh-huhs.
Angelina Baker. We'll do one more. Angelina Baker, which is an old Stephen Foster song. And again, a lot of these old-time songs, there's so many different versions and variations, and I think sometimes it even depends on where in Appalachia you live, what variation you learn.
Sounds good. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
All right, there we go. One more time for Ann Lowe and Amy. Thank you all so much for being with us. And we want to give you all a big welcome if you're just coming in for the 53rd Annual Homecraft Days Festival here at Mountain Empire Community College. We're so glad to have you with us. It's a beautiful weekend. We've got 2 full days of arts and crafts and music and all sorts of fun happening here across the campus. So stick around. If you're just coming in, let you know that restrooms are located up the pathway here. There's some porta potties out here if you need that. If you're looking for the food court, it's down here at the end of the road. You're just going to cross over from the craft vendors there, and you got all kinds of goodies and good choices over there if you're looking for lunch still. And stick around. We've got some more great music coming up. And want to say a special thank you. We've got several sponsors for Homecraft Days and many, many folks that work very hard all year long. So how about a big round of applause for all the staff and volunteers and faculty here at Mountain Empire Community College. It couldn't be done without them, without folks like Brandon and Lori and so many people that are working all year long to make this happen. So, and want to let you all know, too, that we are streaming on Facebook and YouTube. So if you've got family who couldn't make it here today, they can tune in online. Or maybe you can't make it back tomorrow but want to catch some music, you can tune in. We'll give these folks a few more minutes to get set up here. And let you know, like I said, there's music happening all day long, both tents. And if you're looking for something fun to do this evening, the great string band Rye Straw is having a reunion show down at the Carter Family Fold in Hilton's. Music starts at 7:30. John McCutcheon, Rich Kirby, and Tommy Bledsoe. It's one that you don't want to miss. So come and join us for that. And want to say a special thanks to Brandon and T-Bone Allen and all the folks that are running the sound and all the technical stuff here. They make our life a lot easier. This would sound really different if I was sitting back there, I promise. So I want to say a special thank you to those folks. All right. There's a lot of head nodding. It's a very technical process here getting folks started. While they're finishing getting set up, I want to say, too, a big thank you to Virginia State Parks, who helped sponsor Homecraft Days. We're lucky to have 6 state parks here in Southwest Virginia, and we've got at least 4 of them represented here at the festival. So you can head up on the hill there, go visit them at Wilderness Road, Southwest Virginia Museum, Natural Tunnel State Park, and one of our newest state parks, Clinch River State Park, is up there as well. So stop in and say hello to all those folks and find out about the great opportunities to not only learn about our history, but get out in the beautiful outdoors here in Southwest Virginia and learn about all the good things in the mountains. I think we're ready. Are y'all ready? Adeline, feeling good? Well, we're so glad to have this young lady back. She came to us a year or 2 ago, and she's really... What this festival is all about is passing on traditions and musical heritage, and she's a great example of that. The next generation of musicians that are going to carry on bluegrass and old-time music. She's quickly become a favorite here. Please make her welcome, Miss Adeline Ramey.
Same old place, same old city. What can I do? I'm falling in love. I'm just an old hound dog roaming around, Lord, Lord. I've got all this and heaven above. Oh, Atlanta, I hear you calling. I'm coming back to you one fine day. Ain't no need to worry. There ain't no hurry, 'cause I'll be singing mostly original songs and a couple that you might know. And so this next song is an original, and I wrote this one because every good bluegrass artist needs a good heartbreak song. So this one is actually up for the Best Bluegrass Songs, is that right? Yeah, Best Bluegrass Song for the Josie Music Awards at the Grand Ole Opry House. And this one is called Lonesome Wind. There's a storm moving in. I feel the lonesome wind. My blue skies are gray since you went away. My tears falling down like rain on the ground. And now a storm's moving in. I feel the lonesome wind. The lonesome wind, the thunder rolls, the hurt it runs deep like God only knows. And I'm alone here again. There's a storm moving in. I feel the lonesome wind. Let the floodwaters roll like this hurt in my soul. The lightning strikes, your words cut like a knife. Maybe I'll just pretend I'll see the sunshine again. But now a storm's moving in. I feel the lonesome wind. The lonesome wind, the thunder rolls, the hurt it runs deep like God only knows. I'm alone here again. There's a storm moving in. I feel the lonesome wind. The lonesome wind, the thunder rolls, the hurt it runs deep like God only knows. And I'm alone here again. There's a storm moving in. I feel the lonesome wind. Thank you. So, this song is one that I wrote about my home in East Kentucky. And this is one about somebody who has went to the big city to, just do whatever they please. And they start to miss their home in East Kentucky. And they think of those East Kentucky mornings and just really how beautiful they are. And so this one is called East Kentucky Morning. East Kentucky morning burned in my memory, just like a picture in the back of my mind. The morning is breaking, the hills are awakened. I wonder why I So this song is not an original, but it's one that I had the honor of singing with Ricky Skaggs himself. I got to sing this song with him. And this song is one that I'm sure a lot of you know, and this one is called Crying My Heart Out Over You. Off somewhere the music's playing soft and low, and another holds the one that I love so. I was blind, I could not see that you meant the world to me, but like a fool I stood and watched you go. Now I'm crying my heart out over you. Those blue eyes now they smile at someone new. Ever since you went away, I die a little more each day, 'cause I'm crying my heart out over you. Each night I climb the stairs up to my room. It seems I hear you whisper in the gloom. I miss your pictures on the wall and your footsteps in the hall, while I'm crying my heart out over you. Now I'm crying my heart out over you. Those blue eyes now they smile at someone new. Ever since you went away, I die a little more each day, 'cause I'm crying my heart out over you. Thank you. So, you can't be singing a Ricky Skaggs song without singing a Keith Whitley song. So, this is a song that I sing a lot of places, and I think a lot of us can agree that Keith Whitley was one of the greatest country singers to ever live. And this is another one that you might know, and it's called When You Say Nothing at All. It's amazing how you can speak right to my heart. Without saying a word, you light up the dark. Try as I may, I can never explain what I hear when you don't say a thing. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me if ever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all. All day long I can hear people talking aloud. But when you hold me near, you drown out the crowd. Old Mr. Webster could never define what's been There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me if ever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me if ever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all. So, this is a song that I wrote just a couple weeks ago. Well, it's more than a couple weeks ago. Seems like it was a couple weeks ago, but I actually co-wrote this one with my dad. And this one is really just about how you can just be feeling awful and you can go and listen to a song and it'll just completely change your mood. And this one is called Put It in a Song. Hard times have a way of showing up when things are going fine. Hard times have a way of getting in your head, heavy on your mind. They change your feelings, keep you from healing, make you weak, even when you're strong. Anytime the hard times come along, I just put them in a song. Hard times, bad times, all those sad times, when I'm barely hanging on. Anytime the hard times come along, I just put them in a song. Songs have a way of getting in your heart, easing your mind. Something how a melody can change the way you're feeling every time. They change your feelings, help you with healing when you're weak. They make you strong. Anytime the hard times come along, I just put them in a song. Hard times, bad times, all those sad times, when I'm barely hanging on. Anytime the hard times come along, I just put them in a song. Hard times, bad times, all those sad times, when I'm barely hanging on. Anytime the hard times come along, I just put them in a song. So, like I said earlier, I live in East Kentucky, and I'm a Paintsville Tiger, and I wrote this song about really just how special a small town can be, and I thought about our Friday night football games and, you know, everything else that makes a small town as special as it is. And so this one is called Small Town. Small town, another Friday night. Watch the Tigers win again. Small town is where I come from. Small town is what I'm made of. I thank God for a small town. This all goes round and round. Sometimes peace just can't be found, like the peace you find in your mama's arms. Real friends who are there for you. Real power in a church pew. I thank God for a small town. The big city keeps calling my name. I know things won't be the same like they are in the small town. But the city can't take away all the things that the small town gave. I thank God for a small town. This old road goes round and round. Sometimes peace just can't be found, like the peace you find in your mama's arms. Real friends who are there for you. Real power in a church pew. I thank God for a small town. Small town, a few red lights. Small town, another Friday night. Watch the Tigers win again. I thank God for a small town. This all goes round and round. Sometimes peace just can't be found, like the peace you find in your mama's arms. Real friends who are there for you. Real power in a church pew. I thank God for a small town. I thank God for a small town. This is one that I wrote about this time last year. And this one is really just relating change to music. And this one is called These Old Strings. These old strings are full of melodies. They've always been a part of me. Listen to them ringing while I sing. I'll always find a song in these old strings. Daddy played them for me from the start. These tunes are buried in my heart. If the show is over, that won't mean a thing, 'cause I'll still find a song in these old strings. Things are always changing as we go. You never know just what tomorrow holds. No matter where it leads or what life brings, I'll always find a song in these old strings. Sometimes they get a little out of tune. Sometimes they wear out much too soon. One might break and come unwound again, but that doesn't mean music has to end. Things are always changing as we go. You never know just what tomorrow holds. No matter where it leads or what life brings, I'll always find a song in these old strings. Things are always changing as we go. You never know just what tomorrow holds. No matter where it leads So I got time for one more song, and this is a song I wrote not too long ago, and this one is about a little town in Lexington. Outside of Lexington, yeah. And it's called Hazel Green, and that just sounds like a town that needs a song about it. So this song is about a girl who lives in Hazel Green, and she meets a boy and she thinks it's her true love. Well, she has to move to Tennessee with her parents, and so she's determined to get back to Hazel Green. And so if you ever wondered if Hazel Green has a song about it, now it does. In the hills of East Kentucky, there's a place so dear to me. It's where I met my true love in a town called Hazel Green. Hazel Green, Hazel Green, prettiest town I ever seen. There lives the boy of my dreams. I'm going back to Hazel Green. With my mama and my papa had moved to Tennessee. I'm saving up my money, going back to Hazel Green. Hazel Green, Hazel Green, prettiest town I ever seen. There lives the boy of my dreams. I'm going back to Hazel Green. Finally got the money, gonna catch that train and ride. Find me back in Hazel Green, my darling by my side. Hazel Green, Hazel Green, prettiest town I ever seen. There lives the boy of my dreams. I'm going back to Hazel Green. Hazel Green, Hazel Green, prettiest town I ever seen. There lives the boy of my dreams. I'm going back to Hazel Green. Hazel Green, Hazel Green, prettiest town I ever seen. There lives the boy of my dreams. I'm going back to Hazel Green. I'm going back to Hazel Green. Thank you.
Oh, thank you all so much. That was awesome. You all better enjoy that while she's here. She's going to be hitting the road one of these days soon, and we'll be begging for her to come back. Thank you for coming and playing for us. I saw a bunch of people in the audience say, how old is she for writing all those songs? How old are you now? I can't remember. 12. So, ripe old age of 12. Very impressive. All right. Well, hope you all have got your bellies full. I know I just had my Philly cheesesteak. It was pretty good. Lemonade. So I'm on cloud nine and on a sugar high. So anyway, hope you all are too. I hope you've got some Christmas shopping done and some Thanksgiving shopping. I've bought some pottery and stuff so far. So always a good time to start getting your Christmas list and stuff ordered and fixed up. All right, y'all, start coming up this way. We're already behind, so come on. Sorry. All right, we're going to bring these hillbilly hippies up here. I know you're going to enjoy them. They always put on a good show and play some really good music. All of them are no strangers to Mountain Empire Community College, taking classes up here, teaching classes up here, helping us with music school, helping us with home craft days. I tell you, they're as handy as a pocket on a shirt, right? So we're very thankful for every one of these folks on the stage. They really do lots of great things for the music and keep on keeping on, carrying on, and everything else. So we'll get you all fixed up here. get that bug off of you. Well,
Don, you gonna be here?
all right, we'll make sure everything's on and ready. And then we will cut them loose. Thank y'all for sticking around. We got so much good music coming up all day. Lots of great music tomorrow, so come back, enjoy yourselves.
Test 1 1 2, test 3, test Johnny Cash, paycheck, Bill Smith.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I usually try to get a joke in before Larry tells one on me, but since we're running behind, we're just going to jump into music.
Yeah.
You ready? All right, you ready, Brandon? All right, you all please put your hands together and make welcome the Hillbilly Hippies.
She walks through the corn leading down to the river. Her hair shone like gold in the hot morning sun. She took all the love that a poor boy could give her, left me to die like a fox on the run. Like a fox, like a fox on the run.
Well, everybody knows the reason for the fall. Woman tempted man down in Paradise Hall. That woman tempted me, boys, took me for a ride. Like a wounded fox, now I need a place to hide.
She walks through the corn leading down to the river. Her hair shone like gold in the hot morning sun. She took all the love that a poor boy could give her, left me to die like a fox on the run.
Like a fox,
Like a fox on the run.
don't babe. Let's take a sip of wine, 45 or so. Think about the friends and those girls we used to know. We'll think about the ones that put me on the floor. Racing nearly over, and the hounds are at my door.
She walks through the corn leading down to the river. Her hair shone like gold in the hot morning sun. She took all the love that a poor boy could give her, left me to die like a fox on the run.
Like a fox,
Like a fox on the run.
like a fox.
Like a fox on the run.
Thank you, and let's just continue on here. You tell me, darling, that it's over, and why you're leaving, I can't see. They told you lies and you believed them. That ain't right, 'cause God gave you to me. I walk the floor, sweetheart, and wonder if you found somebody new. And will they always make you happy and love you, darling, like I do? thoughts of you, dear. At night you're always in my dreams. Then I awake and find you're not beside me. That ain't right, 'cause God gave you to me. I walk the floor, sweetheart, and wonder if you found somebody new. And will they always make you happy and love you, darling, like I do? One more. I walk the floor, sweetheart, and wonder if you found somebody new. And will they always make you happy and love you, darling, like I do? And love you, darling, like I do. Oh, thanks so much. Appreciate that. Got to get some Stanley Brothers in here.
Is it true that I've lost you and I'm not the only one? After all this pain and suffering, darling, think of what you've done. Heart to heart, hear how I need you, much like flowers, they need the dew. So your love has been my heart's blood. I just can't believe it's true. Is it true that I've lost you and I'm not the only one? After all this pain and suffering, darling, think of what you've done. I'll go back to old Virginia, right where the mountains, they meet the sky. It's in those hills where I learned to love you. There I'll stay until I die. Is it true that I've lost you and I'm not the only one? After all this pain and suffering, darling, think of what you've done. Is it true that I've lost you and I'm not the only one? After all this pain and suffering, darling, think of what you've done. And darling, think of what you've done. Thank you so much. We'll do another one before we introduce ourselves, so we can get some good music
Couldn't
in.
do a little something if you're doing country and bluegrass. You got to have some shooting and cheating, and you know it just doesn't work without that. So. He told her he couldn't make it home for dinner. He'd be working late at the Wolf Creek mine again. But she followed him to Kermit, West Virginia. watched him park his car behind the Teardrop Inn.
I've always loved you. I would have stood by you till the end.
I'd rather see a cold stone above you than see you in the arms of Tina at the Teardrop Inn. She said, say your prayers and have yourself a cold one. Watch a Smith and Wesson shaking in my hand. There'll be no cold Budweiser where you're going. There'll be no Tina, there'll be no Teardrop Inn.
She cried, Bobby, I've always loved you. I would have stood by you till the end.
I'd rather see a cold stone above you than see you in the arms of Tina at the Teardrop Inn.
She cried, Bobby, I've always loved you. I would have stood by you till the end.
I'd rather see a cold stone above you than see you in the arms of Tina at the Teardrop Inn. Than see you in the arms of Tina. Oh, thank you very much. It sure is a beautiful, beautiful day, and just thank the Lord for it. And I want to thank Todd and Tyler for ordering such a pretty day, too, and their order came through. But anyway, take just a minute to introduce ourselves. Over, well, I'm going to save that one to last. Right here playing that beautiful fiddle and singing those beautiful high notes, that's Miss Dawn Bays, or Delta Dawn, as we call her sometimes. Over here on my right is Mary Lou Carter with the banjo and vocals shortly. Wildflower with the hippie name. And back here, yeah, that's Les. Les Bailey. Sometimes, since he's a Navy man, he got the nickname of the Admiral. So we'll have to go with that. And over here to my left, now when we were first getting started here and deciding on what to call ourselves, since we all got together and played music in Big Stone, some of us thought we ought to just be called the Big Stoners. But actually, cooler heads prevailed, and Joey came up with the name the Hillbilly Hippies. So we decided to go with that. But Joey O'Quinn, or Judge Stoner, we call him sometimes.
Yeah. And here in the middle, sort of the leader of our band, is we call him Purple Haze.
And now we're not going to do Purple Haze Around My Brain, so we'll. Okay, what's next here? Blue Virginia Blues? Oops. Gotta do a banjo here. Well, while we're doing it, yeah. Does anybody know what you call a banjo player with a suit on? The defendant. Joy doesn't have a suit on today, so.
I have to tune quickly or he'll get several jokes in. I'm ready.
Okay, let's try a little more bluegrass. Oh, and by the way, besides introducing ourselves, I want you to give a hand to Brandon Maggard and the sound crew back here. They have been doing a fantastic job today. By all means. Have you ever been to Richmond in November with that cold Virginia rain coming down? Friend, I'm here to tell you it's no pleasure when you're all alone and a stranger in this town. Now don't take me wrong, I do like East Virginia, and Richmond's full of hospitality, except for one Virginia girl I know of, who made a perfect love wreck out of me. And it's blue, blue Virginia blues. There ain't no blue like blue Virginia blues. There's no other girl in the whole wide world who can break your heart like Virginia girls. And there ain't no blue like blue Virginia blues. She called me up in St. Paul, Minnesota. Said, I need you here in Richmond right away. Take the bus, I'll meet you at the station. And bring some clothes, I may want you to stay. The bus pulled in the station late this evening. There ain't a soul around this place but me. She must have changed her mind or she's forgotten, and her name ain't in that phone directory. Blue, blue Virginia blues. There ain't no blue like the blue Virginia blues. There's no other girl in the whole wide world who can break your heart like Virginia does. And there ain't no blue like blue Virginia blues. I wish I had some money for a taxi, or a warm and cozy place to lay me down, instead of standing on the streets here in Richmond with that cold Virginia rain coming down. I said, blue, blue Virginia blues. There ain't no blue like blue Virginia blues. There's no other girl in the whole wide world who can break your heart like Virginia girls. And there ain't no blue like blue Virginia blues. No, there ain't no blue like blue Virginia blues. Appreciate that. If you were last weekend, you were lucky enough to see Larry Sparks do that, and I'm sure not going to try to compare with him, but love it anyway. It looks like we're back to some more drinking songs here.
I didn't hear what he said, but.
Ain't got no money, ain't got no home, ain't got nobody for to call my own. Still I'm satisfied, nothing to do but sing for a dime for some Red Mountain wine. House in